Hello, beautiful souls. My name is Eve. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm going to continue with guidance through the lens of Venus while I also bring in current astrology. Now, as we get started, I wanted to mention three things. One, if there's any more information you need on any upcoming classes, and I'm going to have a beginner's astrology that I'd love to start before the end of October or next year if it gets delayed. All of that information is on my website. My website is below, eveellie.com. On my Instagram, eve.ellie, I post shorter videos, and they're a little bit different than what I do on YouTube. Some of them do blend beautifully together, but if you like the shorter videos, do check that out. I was going to say a third thing. Oh, yes. Remember, I access cosmic energies. Does this have a time frame? Yes and no. Right now, we're in the fall equinox energy. There's certain energies that are very much afoot during this time frame. However, these energies are ultimately beyond human perspective of time. They are cosmic. Why? Because that is the guidance that I am pulling in. So if you happen to fall upon this video, let's see, say during a summer or a spring, and you feel guided to watch it, then dismiss anything I have to say about months or days and jump into the piles, because perhaps it's one or two of the piles that is grabbing your attention here. So I'd like to get started diving in to what's going on right now with Venus. But for those of you that don't want to listen to this portion and you'd rather just jump into a pile or two, the timestamps will be below for picking your pile and for where each pile begins. So Venus naturally rules over two signs, Libra and Taurus. She feels most at home in these energies. With Libra, very much so, because Libra is so much about beauty. It's about how we dress ourselves, how we present ourselves to the world. Libra energy is social by nature. She's very relationship driven. Venus rules our desire to form mutually supportive, harmonious, peaceful, and equal partnerships and relationships with others. Because Libra is not only the sign of beauty and love, but she's also the scales of balance. She rules the Statue of Liberty. So Venus, especially in Libra, is the scales of balance. It's the system of justice. So if you happen to be a Venus sun sign, Libra sun sign, Libra rising, Moon in Libra, or Venus or Mars in Libra, then really listen to this description I'm giving to you about Libra, because it means that these qualities are qualities that you want to embody or you're here to learn to embody. Because Libra, her primary goal above all else is to reach harmony, peace, and balance in her life. Think about the scales of justice when you go into any courtroom. They're in perfect equilibrium. That's the energy of Libra. They want their life to show to the world as equilibrium. That if you have a strong Libra energy, you at least want people to see you as someone who has balance. You may not behind the scenes because there may be other things going on in your life. However, you really go out of your way to present to the world a very peaceful environment, a very beautiful environment, a very aesthetically pleasing environment. Of all the 12 signs, Libra aims to please. She's the one who not only wants to create a beautiful cake, meaning she wants it to really taste good, she was going to go out of her way to make sure that that cake looks absolutely beautiful. So for Libra, the outer packaging matters as much as the inner packaging. It's the one sign that is most concerned with beauty. And a lot of times people who have very strong Libra struggle with balance, struggle with bringing more peace into their lives. And they can go back and forth with putting too much of an emphasis on their outer beauty and not enough emphasis on their inner beauty. And so when we're looking at Venus in Libra, she's telling you, you cannot do the outer beauty properly unless you're equally and even more deeply beautifying your inner goddess world. Because Venus also sits around our heart center. Physically in our body, Venus sits right below, her energies around our heart center. She rules the color green and pink. That's the heart chakra colors. She wants us to really work through our hearts and work on our hearts. So Venus in Libra, yes, she's all about socializing, really bringing in a beautiful presentation of herself. She wants to make sure that she has everything together, that she's studied whatever she needs to study, so that when she does enter, for example, a mediation or a courtroom of law, or goes out on her first date or goes to her first gym day, that she's looking not only very presentable on the outer aspects, but that she brings to the table something to dialogue about. So Libra is a very deep sign, even though they don't often get portrayed that way. Most Librans I know are very deep thinkers, and it matters to them that you take them seriously. Many Libras are often very beautiful too, because Libra is the sign of beauty, especially if you have your moon sign in Libra, or your rising in Libra, or Venus in Libra. You probably are naturally attractive. Your body itself, your physicality, has synchronicity to it. You know, your features go very well together. Okay, there's a natural beauty that you carry with you. And remember, Libra is also the peacemaker. So when we see a very strong sun, moon, or even Venus in Libra, you walk through life not only wanting to make people happy, but you also do it from a place of wanting peace. You're not doing it just to see a smile on someone's face. You're doing it because you truly believe in your heart that when you create peace and when you create environments of non-conflict, you're creating places where people can laugh together, they can play together, they can be mutually respectful of one another, and they can really be in a place of joy. So Libra is so much about every single aspect of beauty, whether it's outward or whether it's inward. I know so many Librans, they're surrounded by flowers. They love flowers, they love color, they love scents. So if you're a Libra or you have Libra in your chart, always develop your senses here, your sense of smell by having beautiful candles or essential oils around you. Librans usually like really good food, and they usually can become really good cooks too. Not all of them, but some of them. And generally speaking, a lot of them are good with plants, or at least they like having a lot of colorful things around them. But most Librans I've ever met usually have some flowers, either plants or they just like having flowers, fresh flowers, because that's a sign of beauty. Now, the last thing I want to say about Libra, though, is it's also the sign of love and relationship. If I think of Cupid, I think of Libra. You want everyone to be in a beautiful relationship. Librans truly are peacemakers. That's why the scales of balance are often seen, or are always seen, in a court of law, because justice and peace go hand in hand. as does beauty and love. So all of these are the arenas where Libra plays in. And so we're going to take all of these into consideration today. But this specific reading, I want to dive into Venus in terms of love. Whatever other messages come in, though, we're going to take them. And so when I look at Venus in terms of love and romance, I'm not just talking about romantic partnerships, because Venus and Libra really is about every significant relationship in our life, because Libra is about equal partnership, whether it's with family members, with co-workers, with exes, with children. It doesn't matter. Libra is the sign of building relationship. And so that's the focus we're going to take here today. Now, as we go into this, Venus has not entered Libra yet. She's going to do so on September 29th, and she will be there through October 23rd, where she enters Scorpio at that time. And be aware, I'm going to do another video in about 4 weeks from now. I'm going to say more like 3.5, where we're going to check in again with this. So this is almost like 2 parts. I'm going to call this part 1, and the one I'm going to do before October 22nd will be part 2. Because Venus is doing something very spectacular this time. She is going to conjunct the Sun. She does this usually once a year. Just depends. The next time she's going to conjunct the Sun will be in August of 2023. So it will be less than a year from now, about 9.5 months from now. But she's going to do it then while she's in retrograde. It's going to be a very different energy than this Venus-Sun conjunction. And the Venus-Sun conjunction is happening on October 22nd, okay? At the very, very end of Libra. In fact, it's happening at 29 degrees of Libra. Well, 29, if you add 2 and 9 together, is 11. In the Tarot, that is the number of justice, the major arcana of justice, the arcana that rules the sign of Libra. And so right now, the direction we're given here is that everything that we want to create now in this season of Libra, in this fall equinox, because this entire fall equinox is going to be highlighted by Libra. Even though we have Scorpio and Sag in it, Libra is going to be the primary torch that we are carrying through the fall equinox. Why? Because it's the equinox. Also, we have the new moon happening here on the 25th of September at the very, very beginning of Libra. It's a very powerful new moon happening so close to the equinox, and we just had the new Mercury, the Sun and Mercury coming together at 0 degrees of Libra. We have 3 new energies back to back, the autumn equinox, the new Mercury, and the new moon, all in Libra, giving that extra emphasis to Libra being the primary fall energy that's going to guide us all the way through fall. So let's look at the numerology here, because we have this new moon in Libra here on Sunday, September 25th, and the numerology is a 22. We've got a master number here, 925 in the universal year of 6. So when you add 9 plus 7 plus 6, we have 22. So the numerology here is very, very significant. The double 2 is about following the moon. Double 2 is the lunar energy, following our intuition. It's also the sacred feminine as well. So in numerology, number 2 and 6 are energies of the divine feminine, with 2 being ruled by the moon. And then 4, if we do 2 and 2 together, it's a 4. 4 is Uranus. So right now, we're being shown that this new moon is bringing in some very powerful awakenings within the energy of Libra. These could be sudden changes in our creative world, sudden positive changes within our abundance, our careers, our financial world, positive sudden changes and shifts in course within certain relationships in our life. But with that moon energy and Uranus together, and of course it is a new moon here, I'm feeling like something is going to be revealed to us in terms of our love life and also in terms of significant relationships in our lives. That there's something wanting to come into balance in our relationship world, perhaps something very brand new wanting to begin. Perhaps we're going to meet someone new, whether it's business, love, or friendship, or there's going to be some kind of reconciliation or peaceful resolution returning from our past. And this can be our near past, past meaning just months ago, like 4 weeks ago, 3 months ago, or it could be years. I just heard from someone who is a Libra in the last 2 weeks. And I was so very happy to reconnect with her. And there's my, what we call Mercury retrograde event. But it's interesting that we finally connected yesterday. We kept texting, missing each other by phone. And by the time we finally talked, it was yesterday, which was the new Mercury in Libra. And here she is, a Libra. So we were not meant to connect until that Libra energy and that fall equinox had already begun. So I'm just giving you an example here of what is at play. But this numerology is significant too because 22 is the master architect. It's the number of mastery. So as we are really going through the fall equinox, and most particularly the first 4 weeks of it, through that Venus-Sun conjunction on October 22nd, there's something very powerful we want to put our energy into building. And I'm going to suggest that what we want to build over these next 4 weeks is a very strong foundation for our relationship world. And we always have to begin with the relationship with ourself. So keep that in mind, that whatever you're building with others, always check in with yourself first. Make sure that you are in alignment with your own heart's desires, with what feels not only right to you, but also in integrity with you, and what is truly meeting your heart's joy. Sometimes we have to make choices that aren't what we really want in our heart, but we make those choices based on integrity. Libra as the sign of justice and peace, she's also the sign of following integrity. There will be times in our lives, especially this one, right, this period right now, where we can meet people that we recognize we recognize that we have a very strong soul connection with, but maybe we can't get close to them right now, or we shouldn't, because they're involved in something else. And for us to move closer to them would be not in alignment with higher integrity. And I'm bringing this message out there for at least a couple people out there. Really follow integrity here. Absolutely. Do I want you to follow love and your heart and your passion? Yes. However, if it leads you down a road where you're going to question your integrity, then the answer is do not go down that road. Know that the universe will bring something even better towards you that you did not see coming. This is a very big message, and I'm being reminded here to emphasize it because I feel like this message is for quite a number of people watching. Alrighty, let's dive into the different piles. So for pile 1, we have this beautiful crystalline white heart. It's like a spectralite. For pile 2, I have my brand new tiger eye heart. Love that. Very grounding energy. And for pile 3, I have this beautiful new moss agate. I don't know that you can see it in this light, but it's a beautiful blue with green. Very ocean colors. So those are the 3 piles. And as I go through each pile, when we start, I pulled 2 cards already, but I have all these other romance decks that I'm going to pull live as I'm doing each pile. And I'm going to be using the same decks with each pile. So be aware there could be certain cards that will come up in more than one pile. So let's get started here. Let's go with pile number 1 first, which is this beautiful white crystalline heart. Put that down there. And I wanted to seek guidance here from the goddess realm. So we are calling on the Star Temple Oracle, which are the divine 7 sisters of the Pleiades. So we're calling on the Pleiadian goddess energy here in terms of what is this Libra season, Venus in Libra, new moon in Libra, what is it bringing towards you in regards specifically to your relationship world and how you relate to yourself. And the first goddess we have here is Sulano, the holy child, starseed. I am a divine child of the universe. I love that she's sitting on a giant pearl, or it almost looks like a giant Christmas ornament. Okay, right now I did not feel this beforehand. I was picking them and I saw them, but I'm getting a very specific energy that you are moving towards something very beautiful that perhaps is going to reach fruition, harvest, crystallization around the holidays, around Christmas or New Year's or soon after. That maybe you're bringing a new child in, or maybe you're getting pregnant. So for pile number 1, besides romance here, I'm going into pregnancy. Maybe you're getting pregnant. Maybe you're giving birth, or perhaps you're thinking of having a family. Maybe you've met a divine counterpart and you really want to have a child, or perhaps it's your child's first birthday. Something around children is literally drawing me in right away. And so I'm going to suggest for pile 1 that, let's see if I can get that to stay. Please stay. Doesn't want to stay. Okay. I'm going to move this out of the way and I'm going to put it right there. Beautiful. So the holy child, you're bringing a deep inner play forward. Your inner child is going through a healing. It's about being more playful. It's about recognizing, too, that you're the holy child of God, of the divine. You are a beautiful, beautiful being. And we have number 22 there, don't we? So there's something really beautiful coming into being, coalescing or crystallizing, building either towards Christmas or coming in around Christmas and late fall, winter season here. So let me read what Sulano wants to tell us here. The holy child. The goddess Sulino, her archetype is the oracle. She represents the maiden and the daughter. She connects us to our heart intelligence to heighten clairsentience within our heart chakras. So she's very much about embracing and working on our heart chakras. So for pile 1, Your love messages and relationship messages have something to do with either relationships with your children or with your inner child, or perhaps relationships with children, with other people's children. Maybe you're a teacher, okay, as well. Maybe you don't have your own kids, but you're a teacher or you counsel kids. You have something to do with children. And again, children are not always children. Sometimes they are actually our pets as well, our dogs, our cats. So for pile 1, it has something to do with the childlike nature, but also the season of going into the holidays and Christmas and New Year's. So take that as it resonates. So let's read the message here. You are a celestial child of the cosmos with a dedicated dual mission on this earth to elevate your own spiritual awareness as well as the collective consciousness. You are a very ancient soul with a divine calling to awaken humanity for the very highest good. Soluno helps you realize that you are this holy child, destined to be a channel of light and love on this earth. Irrespective of your childhood, recognize that you are an expression of pure divinity and you are a leading light in this world. So for pile number 1, one of the messages is maybe you're really healing your inner child right now, that it doesn't matter what your childhood was like. The real message here is you are a divine child of the cosmos, and you are a light in this world, and you have a mission. And I think that mission involves inspiring children, teaching children, having them, being a great mother, or being a counselor. You know, I have a lot of that energy within me. I don't have my own kids, but I have been a teacher. So I very much resonate with this. So what is the moon message for us? What is the affirmation that Soluno wants us to know? I am magnetic to what I want to I am magnetic to what I want. I repel what I do not want. It's the super moon energy. And we just had super moons all summer. But I think we're going to have a super moon in December. I think that might be our next super moon. So again, we're going to December as a timing here. I am magnetic to what I want. I repel what I do not want. Very interesting message. So what is the guidance that this beautiful goddess, the holy child, want you to work on? What is going to help build or strengthen your love life? What is going to help strengthen the relationships in your life at this time? And we have the message strength, 38 and 11. We've got a lot of master numbers for pile number 1. The frequency of strength supports our ability to harmonize, which is Libra, all our qualities and skills towards a strong and balanced way of being. So see, with the strength card, we have 3 spheres above and 3 spheres below, with the center being the soul. So this is number 6 too. We've got the energy of harmony. Strength is what pile number 1 you are meant to be embodying at this time. But building your strength in every area of your life, not just your physical strength, but your emotional strength, your mental strength, your spiritual strength as well, because you need to be in a place of very deep inner and outer balance in order for what you want to come in with your relationship world to come in. And we're getting an awful lot of sphere energy here because the Holy Child is sitting on a beautiful pearl. I look at that as a pearl, but you could look at it as a Christmas ball as well. And think about what Christmas represents. It's a time to spend with family, with loved ones. We exchange gifts. We exchange joy, food, laughter. We exchange love. So there's something very loving and celebratory that I'm getting here for pile number 1. So let's go ahead and get some cards and see what are the love messages here. What do the romance angels want to tell us? What's going on in your love life, pile number 1? Okay, what do we need to be focusing on here? So let's see, what do the romance angels want to tell pile number 1? Give your relationship a chance. Worth waiting for. And let's pick one more card. And children, oh my gosh, this is hysterical. Okay, so maybe you have children, or perhaps you're both working on your inner child, but it's about giving the relationship a chance. Worth waiting for means a couple things. One, this is worth it. It's worth doing this. It's worth waiting for and working on balancing your relationship. Don't give up on this right now. And divine timing can be any timing. Divine timing can be tomorrow. Or it could be a month from now, or it could be 6 months from now. Divine timing just lets you know that your guides and angels and the divine is helping you in your love life right now, and in your relationship life. So let's see if we can get some clarifiers here from my beautiful new deck. I absolutely love Chachi Fromm. I think her deck is amazing. The Creative Love Oracle. Let's see if we can get some clarifiers. See if we can get 1 or 2 cards. And then I also brought out the Whispers of Love. Let's see if we can get some clarifiers here. One more try. Wow. Give the relationship one more try. There's a very strong psychic connection and bond here. So let's see, what is the outcome here? Can we get a near future evolving? It's all about home and family. I love it. So pile 1, I really feel like this is the pile for those of you in a relationship and you're wanting to take it to the next level, or maybe you've been going through some relationship issues and you really love each other, and you're going to counseling, you're going to therapy, you're really working on this relationship or this marriage or partnership. And the clarification here is that you have a very strong bond. And the message is build the foundation here. Okay, but there might also be some changes coming up regarding your current home situation. A relocation could be possible, but it can also be about starting a family together, whatever that family looks like. Now, mind you, there's a whole nother group of you, and I think it's going to be a much smaller group, where one of you really wants the relationship more than the other. The other one is not sure if you're still in love with the person. You may have outgrown it, but there's children involved. And so you want to come together here and use the Libra energy to build the friendship together, to make sure that if you part ways, that you're doing everything that's right for the children, that you're really reaching a place of harmony together. So for pile number 1, I'm really getting a very strong message of really work on the strength, build the strength that each of you has, work on it, work on the strengths that you both have, not only as individuals in the relationship, but also work on the strengths within the relationship itself. Build on those strengths that you know are already there, okay? And lastly, there is a third group here, and that would be those of you that are actually single saying, Eve, I really felt like pile number 1 was my pile, but I'm single. Well, someone is returning to your life then. Someone that you had a very strong past life connection with, and maybe they are returning to your life from this one. Maybe they are. Maybe this is someone coming back into your life that's going to be very shocking. And maybe it is someone that you would love to see return, but you're only going to allow them into your door if they're ready, if they show you that they've been working on their inner strength, their inner balance, their inner peace, that they're ready to build a family with you, that they're really strong enough to make this happen this time around. That would be one message. The second one would be you are calling in a divine counterpart, or you've had a very strong couple past lives together where maybe you weren't able to be together. Maybe there was an interference, and you're in this lifetime going, oh my gosh, I want to do this together this time. I really want to make this happen. So for those of you that are single, those are the messages that I'm getting. Okay, so let me just pick a few more cards from the tarot, see if we can get a little bit more extra guidance here on how is this happening. Is there any tools that you need here? So we're using the Lover's Path Tarot. Are there any tools that are really going to help you build this partnership, build this relationship? Okay, let's see what the tarot has to say. What kind of messages? What extra clarifiers? I love it, the Six of Wands. That's someone who's coming in very fast. Oh my God, the Six of Cups. There we go. Okay. So I was feeling as I was pulling from the deck, I really was feeling that I wanted answers to, is someone returning? Is it possible that someone returning to your life that either you were in a strong relationship with, maybe you just casually dated, or maybe you were only friends and you barely knew the person, but they left your life, but you knew there was an incredibly strong psychic spiritual bond and you've never forgotten them. Okay, but this could also be for those of you that were in a relationship and it was a very imbalanced one and it had to end. And so that could be this person returning to your life again, wanting to give it another chance. But you know, the Six of Cups is about building a family together as well. You know, and the Six of Staves or Wands is someone, it's the masculine or whoever's carrying the masculine energy here, really wanting to build this, wanting to make it happen. We've got two sixes. Pile number one, we have 11, we have 22, we have 6, 6. We've got all the master numbers here. This is very, very strong. So let's look at the very last message. I love it, the Princess of Cups. That's the Page of Cups. So this is a beautiful offer of love. Whatever this is, there is love on the table. Whether you take it or not, that is up to you. But I want you to know that the love is actually genuine. So if you do not happen to feel the same way about this person, whether you're with them now or it's someone returning to your life or someone brand new showing up, that's okay. Just know that the offer is actually genuine. And maybe give it some time. Really feel it through. Really dive deep into your emotions before you make your decision. And the last thing I'm going to say for those of you that are single and someone is returning, whether just from a past life or earlier in your life, they're coming with a solid offer. They're coming with a beautiful cup. And I think this is a cup that you've been waiting a long time for. I absolutely love the messages so far. So pile one, those were your messages. Put these back into the deck. And now I'm going to move on to pile number 2 here. So thank you so much for watching. And let me know if it resonated with you or not. And again, when you start watching something and a pile doesn't resonate, it means stop the video there and choose another pile. You know, I'm obviously not going to possibly resonate with everybody watching this video. You know, that's very difficult for any intuitive to do. However, it would be really magical if that did happen. So let's go to pile number 2. Those of you that chose the tiger eye. Beautiful. Okay, so pile number 2, the tiger eye. What lovely goddess is guiding you right now on your journey of love and relationship? Oh, wow, we've got Electra, the lost star, out of the darkness into the light. Electra, she rules the solar plexus chakra. That's the golden or the yellow chakra. So this is about really accessing your inner joy, coming into balance with what makes you happy, what makes you joyful. And she's number 14, which is temperance in the tarot. That there's something beautifully alchemical going on in your life right now. And I'm getting that right off the bat from all these golden rays coming towards the goddess Electra there, the lost star. That means that you are rebirthing yourself in a way. Maybe you lost yourself for a while, or you went through the dark night of the soul, or you went through a lot of healing in your life, and you are coming out, you are shining now. You are coming fully back. Not only back, you're coming into your fullness. So let's read what Electra wants to tell us here. She's very, very beautiful. Her words are loss, setback, and strength. But Electra is the awakener. She activates spiritual growth and balance via the feminine influences of sorrow and vulnerability. So Electra, her lesson for us is what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. She is the goddess that activates our deepest sense of compassion, vulnerability, transparency, and what was the other word I was looking for? And tenderness. Because until we get to an incredibly gentle place of compassion, we don't actually have tenderness. Tenderness comes from understanding what pain and loss is really about. I often say that until you've had your heart broken, you don't know what love really is. You don't, because you have to experience that sorrow, that loss, that pain to understand what love really truly is, and to access those divine emotions that live, those deep emotions that live deep within you. Okay? So as the awakener, Electra is here to trigger spiritual awakening in you. Okay? Her tears awaken humanity with compassion, empathy, and kindness for all eternity. Wow. So for pile number 2, I feel like the journey of relationship and love that you've been on was all meant to make you a more compassionate, kind, empathetic, and gentle human being. And that has deepened your capacity to give love, to embody love, but to also receive it. So for pile number 2, I'm getting a very gentle, deer-like, soft heart here, but you have been through a lot. So she's here to tell you that whatever setbacks you've gone through in your life, they're only going to be temporary. So for those of you that chose this pile, this could be you looking back at your past, or you could be actually looking at your present, or there could even be something yet still coming in the near future that you're going to face that's going to really pull on your heartstrings, that's going to require you to meet this in your love life, in your relationship life, with as much compassion, empathy, and humility. That's what I'm getting here. Know that you can and will always overcome any meteor shower that's headed your way. You're going to find your heavenly Milky Way once again. This experience has only made you stronger and wiser. Step forward now with confidence to truly be seen by the world, heard, and to be truly appreciated. Don't ever dim your light again for anyone or anything. So for pile 2, the message is it's time to shine, to fully come out as the sunlight now. That you've been in the moonlight for far too long. And it's okay. The moonlight was what made you this beautiful diamond, because you are a diamond. You are Electra. You are electrical. You are electrifying. And do not dim or lessen any part of who you are to be in a relationship anymore with anybody. So this is your mantra or your affirmation. Every day I bring radical self-love to my mind, body, and spirit. Every day I bring radical self-love to my mind, body, and spirit. That is a beautiful message. So let's pull some cards. Actually, nope, I have one more guidance here. What is it that you are working on right now in your relationship zone? That means relationship with self, all the different relationships in your life, and your love corner as well. You are working on being original. What did I just say? Be who you are. It's time to become the sunlight. The frequency of originality supports our capacity to be unique and original creators of unlimited possibilities in every moment. So this card is telling you that your uniqueness is what's going to support your relationship life. Your uniqueness is what makes you an unlimited creator, where you can access unlimited possibilities in any given moment or situation. So with pile 2, I'm sensing the energy of miracles, that you are a miracle maker now. Everything in your life has built you to now contain miracles. So pile 2, you're a very strong soul. Very strong. Do not ever discount that. Embrace yourself right now. Embrace who and what you are, okay? And everything that has happened for you, okay? Because it's happened for you. Let's move a little bit deeper here. I want to get some romance angel cards to see what messages on your love life we can get. What's going on in your love life? What is going on in your love life? What is going on in your love life? Pile number 2. Love life, relationships. What is the theme right now for you? Make the effort. Honeymoon. Wow, I like it. Honeymoon's a time of celebration. It's time to celebrate your life. Celebrate how far you've come. Stay optimistic. I love it. So you want, okay, so let me read this 2 different ways. Number 1, it's time to make an effort with your relationships. Make an effort in your love life. Great love is worth taking the steps that you are guided to take. Listen to your inner guidance. Listen to your inner heartbeat. Listen to your guides and guardians. Make the effort towards love. Do not discard it. Love is wanting to find you. I'm feeling like these beautiful rays coming into her. Look at them. They're coming all towards her, every part of her, but they're coming into her back. So I almost feel like the rays of heaven, the miracles of the cosmos, are coming towards you right now. You are going to have an immense harvest in your relationship world, in your creative world, in your financial world, and in your love life. But I don't think you're going to see it all coming. Because see, she's not seeing it, right? She's looking in a different direction. I really feel like for pile number 2, there's some amazing surprises coming, okay? But number 1, do me the favor and open up your heart to receive love. And just know that you're going into a honeymoon period in your love life. Honeymoon could be you're going on a vacation. If you're single, you're going on a vacation by yourself. You're going on a vacation to see people. You're going on a vacation with friends. You're traveling, because the honeymoon card is about celebration. It's about the honeymoon, 2 people going together on a beautiful honeymoon, but it's about travel. And think about this, when 2 people get married, when they go on the honeymoon, that's their first traveling together after they got married. The marriage being the new event. So honeymoon is a card of newness, that you're traveling into something new. And stay optimistic about your love life. So those of you that are single, it's stay optimistic, have faith, positive thinking, having positive intentions, and staying open. Because look at this card. She's over there in front of an altar with flowers saying, I want love, right? So this is saying, believe in yourself, believe in the pathway of love, and stay optimistic about your relationships. What I'm also getting for those of you that are in a relationship is this relationship is getting ready to go to the next level. Your partner's making more of an effort, or you are, you both are. And it's because you've stayed optimistic, okay? It's because you believed in this. So let's see if we can get some more clarifiers here. I love the messages so far. Pile number one had some really good romance messages too. Okay. What extra clarifiers can we get here? From the Creative Oracle deck by Chachi Fromm. Love this deck. What are the clarifiers for love and romance and relationship for pile number 2? Okay, there's some kind of delay. Now I'm understanding. There's been a delay. Oh, reconciliation. Okay, so someone wants to come in and reconcile. Okay, that would make sense right there with make the effort. That's why she has that look on her face of, really? Is this for real? Can I believe this? And they're telling you stay optimistic. But you want to see the, what do you call it? The show me the money, right? You want to see, you're telling me something, but show me. So you want this person, if they're coming back into your life, you want them to show you. There's been delays and blocks in your love life. Your current love life is being affected by delays and blocks. These blocks can manifest as a result from someone not being fully open, okay, or someone not being fully ready. Okay, that someone maybe is not ready for this, or they were not ready for this before, and guess what? They're traveling to you. They've been on a journey, or they're traveling to you. They want to say they're sorry. They want to reconcile. They really want to show you that they're ready now, and they're asking you to give this a chance. They want you to stay optimistic. Yeah, so this is up to you, if that message resonates with some of you, okay? So let's look at the last guidance here. Take it slow. Okay, I'm getting a lot of cards here for this one. Okay, so we're going to take it. Take it slow. Don't rush into this connection or situation. Take time to get to know this person. So that's going to be correct whether it's a new person, or whether it's someone coming back into your life, or whether it's a current situation in your love life. Take it slow, because delays and blocks means that either you've been waiting for a divine counterpart for a very long time, and you've been wondering, why? Why am I waiting for so long? I felt ready for quite a while. And this is saying that you've been ready, but they were not. And maybe you had only 1 or 2 divine counterparts that you were calling in, and maybe neither one of them were ready. Maybe they were in other relationships, or they were working on their career, or they were working on family issues. That's one scenario. The other could be that if you're in a current relationship and there's been some waves going on and you weren't sure, is this going to work? Is this not going to work? The delay in the block is because someone wasn't facing something. They weren't facing the problem. They were in denial of it. And now they're facing it. And so whatever's going on here in your love life, one of the messages is there is a reconciliation on the table. There is an apology that wants to come in, but it's also telling you that this card stands for reconciliation and forgiveness. Someone may feel very sorry for their actions and they want to apologize, and that could be someone currently in your life, but it can be also someone returning, okay? Now, or perhaps you're the one that's in this situation. Maybe you're the one that needs to give the apology. Maybe you feel sorry. You need to make the effort. So take it how it fits. But the last message here is that it's very important to forgive in order to move on. So for pile 3, we've got so many different scenarios here. And the romance angels are saying that for those of you that are single, please stay positive, okay? Something is coming towards you, is moving towards you. It's been delayed. The romance angels are sorry it's been delayed. Either you weren't ready, they weren't ready, maybe you both weren't ready. And when this person arrives, take it slow. Decide if this is what you want. But I'm getting, for those that fit this scenario, that this is a very strong past life relationship coming in, and that it is a good one. But you've got to give it the time to develop. Do not push anything, because I feel like either one of you or both of you could be very sensitive. Maybe both of you are somewhat closed off when this comes in. So you've got to work with it very slowly. And if there are any blocks, work with it. Okay, work with it. And then for others, I'm getting that this may not even be the second pile, may be talking about a relationship that's not love. It's someone else in your life where you need to forgive. There needs to be a reconciliation, or you need to at least have forgiveness in your heart so that you can move forward. And whether you decide to give this relationship another chance or not, whether it's love or other, that is going to be up to you, okay? So there was one last card that came out at the very end, not for you. So for some, you're going to realize that this relationship is not for you. Yes, it's wonderful that there's an apology. You can say your apologies, and you can agree that this is not for you. You don't want this. Okay? And they may want it now, but you may not. This is a complicated pile. So let me see if I can get some extra messages here from the tarot here. Wow. I'm feeling for pile 2, more than anything, this is like I would call my single pile. Okay? Maybe you just got out of a relationship. Maybe you're not happy in a current one. You know, you're wanting to stay optimistic. You're not sure if the person's going to make an effort. You know, there's been a lot of delays. You're not even sure if you want it anymore. Okay? That's for those of you in a current one. For others, you're dating, but the person's in and out, and you don't know what's going on. And then for others, you're radically single, and someone new is coming back from another lifetime, but take it slow. You know, your love life has been delayed. So it's not the person, it's just your love life. And then for the last group, it's someone from your past is returning, and you will or will not decide to see them. Okay, so let's look at the last clarifiers here. We've got the High Priestess, wisdom. Follow your inner guidance. You've got to really listen to your intuition here and your inner guidance. And we've got justice. Very interesting. The scales of balance. We've got 2 major arcana here. So I really feel for pile number 2, something is happening here in divine order. So let's get one more card. So what is the outcome here? Okay, King of Swords. That could be a masculine that doesn't want to bend, though. He could be a cold masculine, but this could also be you. I'm going to pick one more card for pile. Okay. Yeah, for pile number 2, I'm getting a lot of different messages. Okay. And I even pulled another card, the 9 of Coins, the 9 of Pentacles. So we have wisdom on the table, the High Priestess, justice is being served, King of Arrows, but this could be you or them. So there could be air signs involved here. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, either they or you. But it could be either one of you has thought long and hard about this. But you need to do it from an objective place. You can't make your decision from an emotional place. Okay? So you're going to make a choice from a rational, objective place, because we have the 8 of Cups, which is saying goodbye. Okay? But the 8 of Cups could be one of 2 things. It could be you're deciding to say goodbye, that there's just too much water under the bridge and you don't want to give this another chance. But the 8 of Cups could also be that you've gone through so much in your love life that you're ready now for someone new. You're ready for a king. You're ready for someone who has something to truly bring to you on the table, and that you're going to wait for that King of Swords, okay? And you're going to take your time. The King of Swords, he sits on his throne. He's not taking a lot of action. He is taking it slow. And then the last card we have is the 9 of Pentacles. You're going to get your wish. In this deck, I love it because she's smiling. She's happy. She has all the pentacles around her. She's holding a bird, a dove in her one hand, 2 birds flying around her. She's getting what she wants. So whatever your decision is here, pile 2, please know you're going to get what you want. And if you decide to walk away, stay optimistic about your love life, because someone beautiful is going to come in. I promise you that. All righty. Wow. This was a complex one. Lots and lots of messages here. But I like it because it's nice to know that not everyone fits in the same boat. You know, we're all different. We're all on a different journey here. And so go back and re-listen to this one. This one was complex. And I always find it's good. There's some videos when I look at them, I go back and I re-listen to them because there's things that I missed from the first time I listened. So let's go now to pile number 3. I love that visual of Electra. I love it. So pile number 3, we have the beautiful light blue moss agate, which you can't see. It looks black in this lighting. So what beautiful Pleiadian goddess, sister, is guiding you through your love life and your relationship world. And wow, we don't have a Pleiadian sister. We have a Pleiadian god. We have the god Atlas, the father of the sky. I release the weight of the world from my shoulders. You know, it's interesting, 43 is a 7. I'm getting the energy of the Chariot. Well, Atlas, I'm getting a lot of energy of movement here. So whatever it is that's going on in your relationship world, pile 3, there's fast movement here. Things are happening pretty quickly. Atlas, but one of the messages here is release the weight of the world. So Atlas is in the Pleiadian world. He is the divine masculine counterpart to Pleione. She represents the sacred feminine. and he represents the sacred masculine, and they represent the twin flame union, the union of divine counterparts. So for pile 3, right off the bat, we're getting that your love life is about divine counterparts, and that perhaps your divine counterpart is Atlas. My gosh, he looks like Jason Momoa. He looks like Aquaman. That visual just will not leave my mind. Perhaps your masculine, your divine counterpart, resembles Aquaman. Maybe he's a Leo because that's his sign. Or perhaps he's someone who's a bodybuilder, works very hard on their body, very athletic. Maybe they're very tall. Maybe he has long hair. But whatever I'm getting is whoever your divine masculine is, or if you're that divine masculine watching, you're very, very strong. You can easily carry the world on your shoulders. You are a leader in this world, but that doesn't mean you should carry extra stress, right? So let's look at what the extra guidance is here. Let me read here from the book, because I feel like there's some extra messages here from the Father of the Sea. It is time to surrender, to release whatever it is that is overburden you, to delegate things to others, to work with others so that you're not shouldering everything in your life right now. Ask for help. Atlas supports your higher pathway. That's why he's here. Call on him to help you make energetic space in your life for passion, for purpose, and abundance in every area of your life. I love that message. He is the divine masculine, he is the king, and he is the creator. So he's telling you that either you are a king or a creator, or whoever your divine masculine feminine is coming in, they are a king or a creator. They're a very powerful person. But right now, he's telling you, you've got to lay some of your burdens down and make space for passion, purpose, and abundance in your life. And your mantra is, I love it, life is conspiring for me. Life is conspiring for me. Love that. Yes. So let's look at what it is you need to focus on that is going to help your relationship zone, whether it's love or just simply all the relationships in your life, and your relationship with yourself. What do you have to work on right now? You have to work on commitment. The frequency of commitment supports our ability to devote ourselves in all aspects of our being and with unwavering belief. Wow, so it's telling you that the first thing you need to do is commit to your relationship to yourself. Commit to follow love in your life. Commit to the things that you are passionate about, to the things that bring you joy and love and purpose. When you do that, everything else in your life is going to come in. But do it with unwavering belief. Well, unwavering means with great strength. Because I'm getting from Atlas immense confidence of, I am ready and I can do this. Well, that is the energy of commitment. I'm ready. I'm here and I can do this. Love it. So let's look for extra guidance here from the different love oracles I brought out. So let's start with the romance angels. What extra messages do the romance angels have for us? What kind of guidance in love, in relationships, are they bringing towards us right now? What is it we need to focus on in our love life and in our relationship world? I'm going to pull 3 cards, unless there's more that want to come out. I love it. Keep an open mind. Give your relationship a chance. Okay. I think we're going to get 4. Be very honest with yourself. Oh my gosh, have heart-to-heart conversations. Oh, and we have the wedding card. That's the commitment card. Wow, we've got commitment twice on the table. So for pile number 3, you may be married to Atlas. You may already have Atlas as your beloved. Whether it's feminine or masculine does not matter. This is beyond gender. But you already have a significant masculine energy in your life, okay? Now, if you're the one resonating with this and you're saying, Eve, but I am Atlas, then that means you need to shoulder some of your burdens and responsibilities onto your partner. That you both need to carry these things equally here. That will be your message, okay? So a lot of different messages here. One, right off the bat for all of you, keep an open mind. Whatever's going on in your love life, your relationship world, stay open. Do not jump to conclusions. Do not make assumptions. Do not take things personally. Really listen. What I love in this card is, number one, Cupid's flying above, okay? But they're dialoguing. There's an open dialogue here. It's mutually open. Now, it also says your soulmate may differ from your expectations or your usual type. Yes, that's a message for some of you. But what I'm getting is this is more about keeping not only an open mind, but the communication open, open dialogue, sharing ideas, and just realizing that, yes, maybe your soulmate, maybe your beloved is very different than you. Or if they haven't come in yet for you, they're going to be different from you. They're going to be bringing some very powerful differences to the table, but those differences are going to create an equilibrium in your life. So it's about truly valuing not only your compatibility and what you share that is similar, it's about truly valuing what you share that is not the same. And you value it equally. So when this relationship comes in, for those of you that are single, because it's different than what you're used to, you may not want to give it a chance. That's what I'm getting for the single people. You're like, what? Wait a minute, really? I'm kind of laughing because I kind of feel like it could be someone from a very different culture, and I'm going to use myself as an example. Until very, very recently, I would never have thought I would be attracted to a Korean. I'm telling you, Eve would never have gone there. But I'm finding Korean men, just recently, I'm finding them very attractive. And that's just something new. But again, this isn't my go-to, right? So please keep an open mind, because your counterpart, this beautiful Atlas coming in, could be very different than you. And let's say you're someone who's normally attracted to financial men that are very successful. They work with finances. They're very business oriented. They're not people that run to the gym and are bodybuilders. And guess what you bring in the door? A bodybuilder. It's like, really? What? Yeah, but that just because they're a bodybuilder doesn't mean they're not supremely intelligent, okay? So be careful with your assumptions. And then for those of you that are currently in a relationship, it's saying give the relationship a chance, have heart-to-heart conversations, honestly discuss how you each feel. One of you is not going to be as open as the other one with your feelings. One of you may be more emotional than the other one. It's okay. Give the other one who's not as emotional time to open up a little bit more. Again, we get that word open. Open with dialogue, open with communication, but also open with emotions and honesty. But this relationship is a solid one. It's a relationship of counterparts. It's a relationship of commitment. Now, before I go any further, though, in this deck, the wedding card can also represent two people deciding to get a divorce. And so we could look at it that way, that you've given the relationship a chance, you've had the honest talks, and that one of you has outgrown it. You don't feel the same way anymore, or both of you don't, and you're going to work on the divorce. Okay, so that's only for a few of you that might be pertinent, but it may not, because I want to get some clarifiers from the Creative Oracle deck, the Creative Love deck. So let's see what clarifiers I can bring in here for us. What clarifiers can I bring in here? And I might decide to pick 4 cards here, because I got a lot of extra messages for this one. Okay, give us some clarifiers, please. Oh my gosh. Commitment 3 times. I mean, I'm kidding you. This is crazy. Those of you who chose pile 3, please reach out to me. Let me know what your story is. Are you leaving a commitment? Do you just really want to build commitment in your life? Are you getting engaged? Are you getting married? Let me know what's going on here. This card signifies an engagement. Yep, marriage, or that both people want to commit to a serious relationship. This card also pertains to a stable relationship that's coming your way. So, yeah, let's see what other... Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm getting different messages here. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Wow. Okay. We're going to sort this through. I think I'm going to want to pull a 5th card. Yep. Okay, beautiful. Holy mackerel. Okay. Wow, okay, let me decipher this. We're going to do it piece by piece. Storm. Conflict is affecting your current situation or relationship. Look for a diplomatic way to solve the issue. And of course, that fell under give your relationship a chance. So your relationship may be a committed one already, but you're going through a storm period. Okay, and that could mean that you've got to be diplomatic about it. You've got to have these conversations, and then you've got to decide, is this something that, do you really love each other? You know, is this the love of your life, but you're just going through a storm period, okay? Or is this unrequited? Does one person love the other one more than the other? Okay, because the feelings in this connection are not mutual. One person either loves the other one more or gives more love than the other. Do not waste your energy on someone who is not fully committed to you. So the message for pile 3 across the board is commitment. And in your love life, look at, and this could be a lot of your relationships. This does not have to be love-based only. You may want to take a very big microscope to your relationship world and look at, who are you committed to in your life? Where do your commitments really lie in terms of your relationship zone? Because with Atlas, he's saying, you know, lay your burdens down. That could mean you're too committed to work. Maybe you're so committed to work, you're not committed to love in your life. Lay your burdens down could mean you're running around taking care of everyone else's issues and you're not committing to yourself. So look at how the word and the energy of commitment applies to you. Okay? Now, storm can mean that you're going through something in your relationship world, but it can also mean that you've already gone through something. Maybe you had a relationship breakup. Maybe you went through a breakup or a storm, and this person actually wants to come back, okay? But the other possibility is that this card also stands for sudden and unexpected change, and that maybe your love life needs exactly that right now. Maybe you've been so driven in the world of Atlas to be taking care of everyone else's needs, driving your career forward, and not committing as much to yourself, and not even maybe being open to love so much. And that is about to change. because love wants to find you, pile 3. I'm telling you, love wants to be here, okay? It does. But you've got to look at where your commitments lie. Who do you feel truly committed to? Who is truly committed to you? And you've got to make sure that the love is equal, that you both really love each other about the same level. And if you do, is one giving far more than the other? Because that means it's imbalanced. And an imbalanced relationship is actually not a committed one. So these are the issues on the table. The other card here is retreat. You may want to retreat for a while to get really clear on how you feel. Take time for yourself. This will help you gain more clarity, okay? And lastly, have faith. Have faith that the right people and the right situations will come to you. This is a confirmation that you're making the right decision about someone or something in your life. You are on the right path. I love that. So for pile 3, there's some big decision that you need to make or you want to make in your relationship world. And the universe wants you to be in a very beautiful love. It really does. It wants you to be in a sacred marriage. But you've got to have faith. And that's either someone in your life or it's someone that hasn't come into your life yet. Or maybe it's someone in the periphery around you, but you're not aware of it. You haven't been open to it yet. So I'm going to just pick a few more last cards here because I want to really leave this with some clarity here. You know, as we, here we are at the tail end of Mercury retrograde, and I'm well aware that we're going into a Mars retrograde, October 30th through January 12th. So any final answer to love is impossible. We're not going to do it until we get to the other side of the Mars retrograde. We're just not. So please keep in mind that love is a journey always, and we can only show up to the best of our ability every single day. But for pile 3, don't get into a love situation that's not equal. And that means you have to be on the same heart page, but also there needs to be equal give and take, okay? So what are the last messages for pile 3? Okay, yeah, we've got the Moon card. Oh my gosh, 7, oh wow, okay. Wow, okay. So the clarifiers are, yeah, there's the illusion, the Moon card, you've got to really follow your intuition here. But that can also mean that there's certain things that are hidden from you that you don't understand yet. And we have the 7 of Cups. That could mean that maybe there's been too many things. 7 of Cups is you carrying a lot of things too. And that could be emotional burdens, okay? But you could also feel very indecisive. Pile 3, maybe you have more than one person chasing you. Maybe you have more than one love here on the table. And you have to figure out who it is you're supposed to choose, okay? So 7 of Cups could be about choices, but guess what? We have Judgment. Okay, so that means you're going to make the right choice. You're going to make the choice of destiny, the one that's you're destined to be with, the one that you're real, and he's coming to you. He or she is coming towards you because it's followed by the 6 of stave or the 6 of wands. So whoever this is that wants to bring you true commitment, and that's your destiny, they are coming towards you. And the last card is Cupid, the world. So you are going to get the world. An awakening in love. So for pile 6, there is something quite amazing happening in your love life. And I feel the ultimate message beyond commitment is awakening. Your love life is awakening, evolving to the next level. But there's a decision that you're going to have to make in your love life, whether it's to stay with the current partner or not, whether you have several people dancing around you and you have choices to make, With Judgment, it's possible that someone from the past could return, but we didn't get that message very strong here, okay? So I'm feeling like Judgment is more that you've got to really sit with this and choose what feels like your destiny here. Okay, pile 3, I hope those messages helped you. Let me know. I would love to hear from you, though, about the commitment, because that was so very, very strong here. Sending you all of my love and blessings.